Whoa, whoa. I feel like I missed something. Did I forget a whole part of the meal? TBD, I guess. Hey, it's Kelly. Today I've got 20 minutes to make a 3-course Italian dinner. I actually feel pretty confident about this. I know I can do it and I'm excited. So let's get started. Okay, first I'm gonna salt my water. I'm making some pasta. I'm gonna turn on this burner to crisp up some prosciutto. Not prosciutto, pancetta. Sorry. All right, we'll let that get going. In the meantime, whoa. So that's going, let's make some pesto for the flatbread pizza we're having. Oh, sorry, I should put the flatbread in the oven first. That would be smart. Okay, 425-degree oven for like 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna make some pesto. I have some pine nuts. I'm gonna do 1 big clove of garlic. Okay, some basil. I like using these mini food processors for pesto because you can make it in smaller batches and then you don't have a lot left over. Okay, it needs a little more. Okay, and that's not coming together. I'm gonna add some oil, some salt, and some Parmesan. Okay, let's taste it. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, we'll let that set. This pan is hot. I'm gonna add some pancetta. Now I'm making the sauce for our pasta. I'm making a butternut squash Alfredo. So first I'm gonna crisp up some pancetta. And I'm doing this because it just cooks like a little bit quicker and it's already pre-chopped for me, so one less thing to do. So I'm gonna let this crisp up about halfway and then I'll add some sage leaves to get those fried as well. So while that's going, I'm gonna start on dessert, which is a take on cheesecake, because that feels very Italian to me, but I'm gonna do a cheesecake dip. Bring all this over here. I have whipped cream cheese. I'm gonna add in about half a can of sweetened condensed milk. And whip this until super light and fluffy. I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. I feel like it needs a little more of this. Okay, putting that on hold so I can get my sage leaves in. And I just want these to get crispy and fried, almost so they like break and they can act as a garnish. So I still have to make my pasta sauce. I have to cook the pasta. I will add that to the sauce right now. These take how long? 6 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer because I always forget. Well, we'll see how that turns out. Okay. 15 minutes. Flatbreads aren't done. Stir our noodles. I feel okay so far. This is my type of cooking, so even though I'm Irish, I feel like I can handle this. I feel good. The sage smells so good. The pancetta smells porky, bacony, I don't know. It smells good, okay? Okay, bring this down to low. Where's my shallot? Where's my shallot? I'm gonna add some shallot. I'm gonna thin slice this so it cooks faster. And this will start to be the base of our sauce, our butternut squash Alfredo. I feel wonderful. There's some peace and quiet, kinda. So usually I have 2 screaming kids at home, one to be picked up or held or want something from me. So this is actually kind of nice to cook in peace. And I'm just adding some smashed garlic cloves. Don't worry about chopping them because we're gonna puree this whole sauce. If I wasn't on a 20-minute time limit, I would say this meal would take 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, let's check our flatbread. Perfect. Flipping it over, get a little more crispy. I'm gonna add some more oil to this pan. Some salt. So I'm just letting these shallots saute in the renderings of the pancetta. It picks up all that flavor from the bottom of the pan and adds a ton of depth to your sauce. Okay, so we'll do that. Moving back to our dessert. We whip this one more time. Okay. Now I'm just folding in some whipped topping to give it that nice airy texture of a traditional cheesecake. You just want to gently fold it in so we don't lose all that air. But let me check this. Okay, this looks great. Now I'm gonna deglaze the pan with a little white wine. That will help pick up any remaining last bits and then also add flavor and acidity to our dish because this is a pretty rich sauce. So now I'm gonna add butternut squash. I like getting the frozen kind because it cooks faster and makes my life easier. Okay, stir that together. Add some chicken stock, about a cup, I'd say. We just wanna get it super tender so we can blend it up. Cover it, bring it back to a boil. Hopefully that cooks soon. Let's check our sauce. Whoa. And lastly, our flatbread. Woo. Okay, guys, this feels messy. I gotta clean up, hold on. If my space isn't clean, I feel like my brain's foggy and that's all I think about. Let's let these cool a little bit and move back to our dessert. Just gonna plate it up in a bowl. How much time do I have? Well, I think we're doing pretty good actually. Then I'm gonna dollop some jam. So this is where the strawberry cheesecake part comes in. We're just gonna add a little bit of jam on top and then swirl it in like a pretty marble design. And we have cheesecake dip. We're just gonna go back and forth, creating like a nice ribbon effect. And I might add a little bit more just so it looks a little prettier. Okay, that's it, guys. Serve it with some graham crackers. Ah! Okay, done. Let's check it. Not cooked through. So my timer never worked on the pasta, so we're just gonna have to guess. It's not done, I just touched it. Okay. So let's move on to our appetizer. So we got this beautiful pesto we made. Okay, that's not working. Okay, so our appetizer is a flatbread pizza with basil, pesto, burrata, and sun-dried tomatoes. So you can use store-bought pesto, but I really wanted to challenge myself. Plus, I just love the color of homemade pesto. It's like that nice, beautiful green color. Sometimes when you buy it from the store, it's like brown almost. I think I'm just gonna do one. This was backup. Sun-dried tomatoes. 8 minutes. Okay, well, I already have dessert done. Appetizer is almost done. My pasta's cooking. I have no idea how much time's left because my timer didn't work, but I feel pretty good, actually. So good. I could have poured myself a glass of wine. Okay, burrata. So I'm just cutting some nice chunks of burrata. I'm just gonna place it, scatter it around, and kind of let the inside ooze out. Okay, gonna come back to that. Let me check my noodles. Ooh, okay, they almost feel done. Let's check this. Okay, so you can see when I break up, I can break it up easily with the spatula. So it is done. I'm gonna transfer it to a blender. Blend it up. Please work. Now I'm just gonna add in some heavy cream to give it that traditional Alfredo vibes. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, pour it back into our pan. Whoa! Look at that, it's already bubbling up. That's beautiful. Okay, let's taste it. Needs a lot of salt, I'll tell you that. Cheese. Let's add some Parmesan cheese. I like to add the cheese in batches so it melts evenly and doesn't clump up on the bottom of your pan or in one part of the sauce. Whoa! Okay, so this is the perfect consistency. And before I drain the pasta, I'm gonna save some water in case I need to thin it out once I add the noodles. Whoa, okay. Okay, these feel great. So instead of draining pasta, you can just add it right to your sauce. One less dish to clean up. Guys, I've made a mess. Look at my stove. Okay, good enough, good enough. 5 minutes, okay. So I have to plate this, finish plating that, and that's it. Guys, I think I'm gonna get there. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, turn this off. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and come back to this beautiful masterpiece. All right, I'm just gonna cut it in like fun little triangles so everybody can just grab a piece. Whoa, whoa. Drizzle it with some more olive oil. Just always that olive oil. It makes it prettier and it tastes better. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. All right, here we go. You know what I forgot to add was a strawberry to the top of my dip. Just gonna fan it out. This feels very old school, but I know. Okay, so you can see my sauce is thickened up, like kind of past the point where I want it. So I'm just adding some pasta water to thin it out and make it feel luscious, but still, I don't know, I just don't want it to be too thick and taste weird in your mouth. Okay, I'm gonna add back some of this crisped pancetta and sage, save the rest for garnish. I'm gonna let that hang out and just kind of clean up a little bit because this is driving me nuts. I feel like I missed something. Did I miss something? Did I forget a whole part of the meal? TBD, I guess. 2 minutes, wow. The question is, can I do it neatly? I don't have to like rush. I feel good. Let's just hope it tastes good. Oh, see, I told you I couldn't do it neatly. Now I'm gonna have to go clean it. This looks amazing. It smells even better, to be honest. It's creamy, it's luscious. It's kind of healthy because we added vegetables. But this is like, to me, the ultimate comfort food. Like on a cold winter night, you want something quick, but tasty and feels like home. 1 minute, okay. The last thing I have to do, I have 48 seconds, is just garnish up my dishes with some of that leftover pancetta and the sage leaves. You can like hear how crunchy they are and they just look so pretty, I think. 30 seconds. I almost forgot to garnish with basil. This is my favorite part. It brings out the same flavors as the pesto and it just looks so pretty. Guys, that's it. I did it. I did it. I'm done. I made a 3-course Italian meal in under 20 minutes. I feel really good about this. I feel like everything is really pretty. I know it's gonna taste good, and it's a lot of food for 20 minutes. I'd give myself a 10 out of 10, but let's see what it tastes like. I'm gonna start with the appetizer. That is really awesome. The creamy, fresh burrata pairs really well with the crispiness of the bread, and that fresh pesto has a ton of garlic flavor. Now I'm gonna try the main course. I just love the way these fried sage leaves look. It just adds some dimension to the dish. This is amazing. It tastes like an Alfredo with just like a little bit of creaminess from that butternut squash. It is so good. And last is dessert. Let's see if it tastes like a cheesecake. That's actually really incredible. It seriously tastes like a cheesecake and it was only 3 ingredients plus some jam. It is so good, creamy, and it took what, 3 minutes? I'm so happy with the way everything came out. Not only does it look pretty, but it tastes amazing. I gave myself a 10 out of 10 before this, just based on looks, and now after I've tasted it, I'm gonna give myself a 15 out of 10. You don't have to time yourself on this, but I promise you, you really can get this 3-course meal on your table in under 20 minutes. Stay tuned for more of Tasty's 20-minute meal challenges, and until then, I'll see you next time.
Oh, yes!